guys.
What? What are we doing?
I don't know.
It's not
Going
fair.
live on a Sunday night.
We're
That's what we're
messing up
doing.
everybody's calendars
I
now. They got to
know.
reset their clocks.
I know. Welcome in, guys. Uh, yeah, we decided to do a pop-up live tonight on a Sunday, random. I know. Uh,
Don't worry, Patrick. No crayons were harmed in the previous parts of this video making.
not yet, anyways. But no, we felt we wanted to come on and
It's just been a rainy day, guys.
yeah,
And a day we've needed of just kind of chilling, relaxing, doing nothing, catching up on some Netflixing, and
which is crazy
Kid
because
Gabby, we're up late.
yeah, we are.
It's actually not even late for us. I mean, it's only 9 o'clock, but
Yeah,
we haven't done anything today. It's rained all day, so to be outside and do anything was pretty much going to be non-existent.
but it's crazy because we literally tried to trace back, and this is preemptive to what we're going to talk about tonight, guys. Uh, we trace back how long it has been since the two of us sat in our love seat, reclined, and had a day where we did nothing except watch
What's up, Nomadic?
anything on TV.
Well, Ed seems to think that we're up to no good, or for some reason. So we see you, Ed. Rachel.
And what we found out was, to the best of our ability, it's been 6 to 8 months since we have sat together as husband and wife in our own living room by ourselves to just watch TV and do nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Been talking all day and are all talked out to each other.
Well, yeah, not really. Like, we started going down the rabbit hole and we're like, before we go down this rabbit hole again, let's go to our peeps.
Nomadic still getting rain and clouds. Definitely needs some sunshine for
Yeah.
that solar. I hear you. Gabby says Bubba's wide-eyed and awake at 10
Nice.
o'clock.
Of course. Why not?
There's Dale and Nana. And Sir Paul making it in.
Oh, he did. At least we won't get chastised for having a pop-up live without Paul.
Well, we did give some warning this time. It wasn't just a random.
We did. Yeah. Because honestly, I had to go shower. When I say we've done nothing today, we've literally done nothing today.
Oh, yeah. And I seen Rachel saying hi to the Jobs.
Hello there.
Karen Klugel from Scranton.
Well, hello.
Oh, we knew you'd be right there, Gary. Never worried about that. Well, your two crazy kids should take a break every now and then and sit together. Jeez. Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're talking about today.
Hey, Patty.
We'll get into that. We'll let him get through some comments so I don't get accused of over talking his comments.
Oh, D saying it's been raining in Oklahoma. Yeah, it's been a pretty big storm covering quite a big area. And I mean, we needed the rain. We really did. I mean, even though it's towards the end of gardening season, but the rest of the ground needed a little bit of moisture in it.
Yeah.
All your rabbits are penned up. There should be no rabbit holes.
Going down the rabbit hole.
I'm hoping there's no holes in any of the rabbit hutches.
We go down. Trina, I wish, and that used to be a thing, and that's kind of what we wanted to talk about tonight in the live, was that used to be a thing for us. We did it pretty regularly just to kind of reconnect or, regroup and stuff.
Arlene and Bo did the same thing.
Yeah, and to realize it's been, and we're not blaming any one thing. I want to put that out there right now. And this live is not about complaining about anything or woe is me stuff. Like, That's not the intent of this live, guys. I want to put that out there right now. It's just we get to talking down the rabbit hole, and this time we decided to like stop the rabbit hole and actually go to our friends and talk about some things. So we may talk about some things tonight that please don't take it as anything other than it's going through our brains. We need to get it out and we're going to talk about it, right? We're in no way like complaining or, anything like that.
You feel better?
Maybe. Because I just know what the comments will say, like,
I
hey,
don't
why are you
care what the
complaining?
comments say.
No, like,
Okay, we're gonna say hi to some people. Had a lazy day here too. Rained all day in West Tennessee. Vicky Pascal. Tara, you sure you're not a ginger copper colored batteries for your job when you go live?
Exactly. I hear it all the time. But if I just
thought
sat
you
here
could
and
shake
said
me.
nothing, like I don't.
There's Dawn.
I'm uncomfortable with the pauses.
Did we have fun at bingo? I seriously thought y'all were holding juicy drop kebabs. Oh, we always have fun at bingo. We didn't win. Nothing win, but
well, Jenna won.
Well, yeah, she got a door prize because her entrance ticket got drawed. But it's fun to get back to doing some of that stuff. We've been talking about like that's kind of part of the night is going on about our life has just been so crazy this last year. We said it was going to be calmer. We were going to stay home more. And here it is the end of October. And we're like, I think we traveled more. And we were in Tennessee for 6 months last year. So it was one of those that it was nice to finally do something at home. Like today vegging, but then even just going to town. 2 nights this week we went in and we played bingo. We didn't plan on going Saturday, but we did because Jenna actually had the weekend off, which is rare for her, and so she's like, "Hey, we were actually going to kind of have a lazy day on Saturday instead of today," which it actually worked out pretty good because with today's weather, we wouldn't have got nothing done anyways. So we finished up. What did we do yesterday? Oh, we finished processing.
We'll get into like what we've done this week, which might explain a little bit as to why we missed our video Saturday, missed our video Tuesday.
Patrick's fell and can't reach his crayons papers.
Haha, Patrick. Why there were no videos out this week. So we will get into that here shortly as to why we did not have videos out and how we feel about that. Our thoughts on that. Oh yeah, there's more.
What's up, guys? Over there, short-handed Homestead. Oh, missing crayons and bagels. Paul says. I think you're complaining about being accused of complaining. Ha 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 ha.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I know. That's why I try to convince her just not to say anything about it. But all right, my daughters and I have been sending old photos to the children back and forth, reminiscing of days gone by, seeing how much these babies have grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Gabby had done that not too long ago. It actually pulled up. She had gotten a bunch of old photos from her mom. So, of course, it was like when Gabby was little and I was still in the Marine Corps, no beard or nothing. And Punky had looked and she's like, that's not Papa. That's not Papa. And yeah.
Yeah. And that kind of goes back to with
Mandy B. Now
when we were coming back from the cruise in Texas and we stopped at my uncle's.
Right.
My cousin. Well, let me go back.
I see you, Rachel.
The first cruise that we went on, the family cruise. If you didn't know, my cousin passed away while we were on the cruise, and her dad is like a father to me. He was my mother's brother, and he kind of picked up where my mom left off when she died when I was 16. And one of the things my uncle shared with me while we were there was all the things and family mementos that he would have given to Christine. I don't know, I'm getting emotional because, like, it's not, yeah. Anyway, going along with those, going back and looking at your life and everything that he gave me, my grandparents' graduations, birth certificates, like all the things that he had been saving for his daughter, he gave to me. And you guys are hearing it for the first time because I've not shared that yet. And it really puts your life in perspective, right? It makes you stop and think about your life. We get one shot at this life when we go around this earth,
Hey,
right?
Michelle.
And are we doing the most to make the most of it? And yeah, so all right, give you some comments.
There's Michelle from North Carolina. It's freezing cold and rain
Hi,
there,
Michelle.
and heard it was raining over in Tennessee too. Okay, and back inverter shut down. Had to stop to the car battery. Had to watch Dallas Cowboys get spanked today, and that cost me 55 watts of power. Yeah, hey, well, the watts of power is important, especially when you're doing it off grid. And you're not having any solar right now. Like every little bit of power, something about that. Like we're not off grid, guys. I know a lot of people still give us comments about, oh, you're off grid, you're off grid. No, we're not.
We could be and we'd be fine, but fortunately we're not.
Right. And so, but doing the outdoor kitchen build so far, pretty much all of that has been done with power banks and recharging them with the solar banks. One thing that shocked me was using some of these battery power banks, right, or solar generators, whatever anybody wants to call them, was the certain items you plug in and find out. Like I've got some work lights that are LED from Harbor Freight, and I can plug both of them in, plug it in, and the thing never even registers that they're running. Or
and it actually shuts off because it doesn't register.
Yeah, it goes into eco mode, and like we'll be working, all of a sudden it gets dark. Because it's not showing a draw, and it's like, oh well, I got the burps. If it's not drawing anything, it'll shut itself down. So let's see, Terry, you didn't have videos out. Boo. Yeah. We honestly don't care, sweetie. You post your lives on video, and we honestly understand not all needs posted are filmed. If you feel like it, do it.
And I will touch on that because we had some conversation about that before we went live. So we are going to talk about that.
Right. Patrick said, no making me see holes leak.
Yeah.
No leaking eye holes. And Mary West down in Little Rock. So they're talking about
Lauren and Joel
over here editing a video, and I see these beautiful people show up live. Woohoo!
Oh, she got some good scores.
Oh.
Bigger score than a China find a Goodwill. Any more Goodwill is just like
we had to quit going because we got nowhere else to put stuff.
Yeah, like our favorite pastime we don't even get to do anymore because we don't need anything.
I mean, we've gotten better with our thrifting. Even when we go, it's not like, oh, this would be cool to have. Like we're being more meaningful or purposeful with the objects that we buy. But there's sometimes that it's like you find the deal. Steal of a deal, and you're like, but now I got to find room for it. So we just remove that process and not go. Speaking of that kitchen, I love it. Can't wait to see that huge stove cleaned and work it. Man, I dread cleaning that thing. Yeah. They're not bad if you stay up on the maintenance of it. And honestly, the worst part of that cleaning, all of that, well, the initial clean's gonna be bad, but then the everyday maintenance would be the griddle part. And I honestly don't know, other than maybe a big cookout or something, we're not gonna use it all that often. That's the only part that's going to be a pain in the butt. The rest of it's going to be.
Says the man.
Easy. Well, I had to clean the big one that's pretty much the same size. It camped quite a bit.
Yeah.
And the worst part of cleaning that, even after a week of running summer camp on them, was the daily you have to do that griddle to keep it, clean.
And I'm looking forward to that too. What I'm not looking forward to is not getting to use it. We're just not there yet, guys.
Yeah, it's a real timing thing right now, and everything's like in the domino effect where,
and that's kind of what we wanted to come on and talk about. One piece is going to affect
the next piece, that's going to affect the next piece, and a little bit of it, and it kind of sums it up in an easy way of there's a lot of things that we kind of put the cart before the horse. And
which happens when you have
out of necessity.
Well, not only that, but when you have two people that come together that are dreamers, right? Normally in a marriage, you've got one that's grounded and one that dreams, and they kind of balance each other. And when you get two dreamers that come together where anything is possible, and sure, of course we can do it, it's beautiful. But it's also
Eddie,
puts us in a position where, like, oh crap, we
good to
can
see
do
you too,
this,
Sheila.
but can we really do it? Can we pull it off? So yeah, that's kind of
Ooh, nice. Good find, Paul. Good find. Got a deal today at an estate sale. Ooh, we love the estate sales.
Mm-hmm.
A whole bunch of canning jars. Oh yeah.
I'm hoping to free up a lot of my canning jars when we get the freeze dryer here, which the freeze dryer has been paid for. We just need to get it here, but there's the domino effect. Where we need to put it is here in the YouTube studio on the other side of that wall. Unfortunately, right now, that wall is full of insulation that we're going to need for the mudroom edition.
Well, some of it's got to insulate the walls out there, but then also the mudroom, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we overbought for this, knowing we wanted to do.
Well, if we bought a whole pallet, we got a discount. So, duh.
Bill says anytime we want to clean the griddle, he'll come over and let us cook breakfast for him.
Of course.
Yeah. Of course. Here's Petrus.
Hi, Petrus.
Joel is 666. Ooh.
Oh no, the good
Dose
stuff.
him with the good stuff.
Good.
Oh wow, get that man back to being gooder. No, if you put the cart before the horse, it will fill the cart with horse crap.
Well,
we're kind of.
I wouldn't call it horse crap.
We've got to, Michelle.
We're
not overstressed about a lot of this stuff. Like some of it is really. I gotta turn that a little bit. We're kind of like weird, aren't we?
Well, I don't know. Okay. It's a Sunday pop-up.
Well, I know.
So it doesn't need to be like. I
yes,
try to always smile that, because the alternative is the opposite, right? And I don't like to be in the opposite. I may not have all the answers, and clearly I don't, which is why we're going live on a Sunday night. But I'm still going to smile about it because it's still a part of the journey, right? So, yeah.
We're not any further on Jenna's house than when we talked on Thursday, guys. We got, what? The walls up?
Yeah. Well, she and I did the walls. With the leftover 2x4s, we're going to be framing her bed. She wants an elevated loft bed that will provide storage underneath. So I believe she and I are going to be building that.
Mods are happening.
And then,
well, good job, guys.
We'll be wiring. She wants to at least get the bedroom, which is where she spends 3/4 of her time, which is why it's so big.
Well, that's why most of her house is bedroom and bathroom. That's the two places she's in all the time. Like,
yeah. So,
yes,
she's wanting to get on that real soon so that she can get in like real soon. So I would assume that we're going to be working on getting her bedroom livable so that she can sleep in there. Yeah.
And yeah, thanks Ace for bringing that up. I know we don't recognize our mods nearly enough when we come on, especially consider we're on the StreamYard side, so you guys end up seeing some stuff that you catch because I'm later in the comments. So yeah, you guys are so greatly appreciated.
I know we have great mods.
Catching anything that luckily I don't see.
So mad that we did a pop-up live and I forgot to call her and let her know.
So Gwen, hi, nice surprise seeing you on Sunday night. Well, good to see you in here.
I know.
Yes, Lauren, we definitely need to do some.
Yes.
Well, I know Patty was in here, so this must be Mac up there.
And that kind of goes along with like part of what we wanted to talk about tonight. Like,
oh, nice.
Our lives have gotten
I'm glad they
so crazy that we both found ourselves not enjoying the journey. Ouch. Right? Like, that's the one thing
Rosie, Arkansas.
that Jason and I have talked about from the get-go is that we know the journey is going to be rough. We know the journey is going to be hard. We're doing this debt-free with whatever we can make with our own two
Look at that
hands.
profile pic. That's awesome.
That is awesome. And we knew the journey was
What's
going to be
Kathy?
rough. And I'm not complaining, guys. I'm not. I've loved our journey. Preemptive. I'm not complaining. But tonight, sitting here, we have found ourselves in a position where we both have to admit we're not enjoying the journey.
Yeah. Well, to a point. We're
To a
not.
point.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
We are enjoying. I guess we need to, kind of preemptive that one a little bit. We are enjoying everything that we're doing, but not to the full potential we can, if that makes sense. And it's something that we worried about going into YouTube because some of the channels that we watched had kind of had that issue. Was they went and they did a lot of things, and because they focused so much on the YouTube side. Now, the grateful thing for us, right, and this is part of tonight's discussion, and what we've talked about beforehand was we put ourselves, because we fell into the scheme of the algorithm for YouTube. And ultimately, guys, trying to chase a dollar for it. It was not our original intent on YouTube to make any money. But then we started to make a little bit. Never enough to live fully on.
No.
But and it was
Never.
one of those, hey, if we can do enough to justify the equipment we bought or justify the amount of hours it takes for her to sit behind this computer and edit, then hey, that's good to go. Let's keep doing it. And the thing is, and I know it's late night, so I can use, adult words here, guys, is we're not half-assers at anything. And so
and you got two people
yeah,
that their personalities are like that, where we never go.
she'll giggle at us.
We never go into something half-ass, right? I've always gone in full bore.
Right.
Always. Jason's always gone in full bore. Not having the personalities of a stopper, of a breaker, of a we're two dreamers, right? We believe everything is possible. And we get ahead of ourselves because of that. Yeah. Go forward.
Mac wants some crayons and bagels.
Well, I'm on like limited wine. This was not a planned thing. So
yeah, Mary
when
West,
I'm out.
the expectant grandbaby. So Gabby is in here
him.
tonight. Yeah, he was born beautiful, healthy boy, growing like a
He
weed.
is so tall.
He got some sunshine today, she said. But yeah, he's growing like crazy. We do have another one that is due in December.
A little girl.
Yep, and we've been talking with Mama. Everything seems to be going good over there. So, there's Philip Ryder saying hello to everybody. Kathy, I don't know. You
Kathy,
must.
on last Friday, no, 2 Fridays ago, I was in Jen and Wiley's live, and something freaky went on with the names in the chats. And Wiley's like, I don't recognize the names. I don't know what's going on. All of our names were jacked up in the chat. It's something YouTube is doing. We are not doing it. If your name does not appear the way that it's supposed to appear, something's going on. Like Wiley was all kinds of.
Okay, yeah. I'll cover that for a moment. Is you can go into your YouTube settings and look at what your channel handle is and change that. That's why, like, when we comment on something, it actually comes up as White Rock Nation, not White Rock Homestead. So what you want your display name. So like Kathy, if you didn't want it Kathy, but everyone knows you as Kathy V, you can go in and find that channel handle in your settings and change it back over. Yes. Thank you.
Well, that's what we thought
Gary,
too.
Yeah. Gary Bell Loop says, yeah, I've gotten burnt out a few times. Things had to change. And they do. And it's crazy because we were we tried so adamantly, like we haven't changed as people, right? Like
No.
and our videos have gotten better quality just because of learning of editing and filming
part.
and that kind of stuff. But everything that we're doing wouldn't have changed, right? YouTube hasn't drove anything that we've done on the homestead, other than probably made us do a few things faster than what we would have normally done.
Well, actually, I want to preempt that because
there's Jess.
That's one of the things. Hi, Jess. I miss you. That's one of the things we want to talk about because, you know, on one hand, we can say that it hasn't affected.
Sometimes there's littles. My grandkids watch it. I don't want them running around saying Grandpa said half-ass.
In both a good way and a bad way, right? Because I shoulder the weight of the stress of, babe, it's Tuesday, I gotta put a video out. Babe, it's Saturday, I gotta put a video out. Wednesdays, I'm like, okay, we need to film. Like, I'm the one behind the scenes pushing to stay on the Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday. What happens if it rains? What happens if we just don't feel like it? Then YouTube, not us, YouTube says there is no PTO. You cannot take a vacation day. You can't cash in your like time worked. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Poop, out you go, right?
Yeah.
And
when you get wrapped up in wanting to be like a growing channel, seeing the success, you know, because I mean, honestly, guys, if we were filming to do it, you know, we were gonna film a little bit of it and do it anyways, right? So why not get a little bit of payment for it? And that was kind of our mentality going into it. Was never gonna be like we're gonna make YouTube our primary income, and this is what's gonna fund the rest of our life.
But the computer alone, in order to put the videos out, was over $2,000.
Right. Well, I mean, it can be used for other things too. But
what?
No,
what
Patrick,
is our needs
those
for
two are not connected. Jenna is not pregnant.
What? No, she's not.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing that one in there. All right.
So, give you some
Vice,
comments.
No, medical changed my life as long as meds work. I'm alive. Nice.
Yeah.
StreamYard putting up your YouTube handles and is StreamYard's changing it, not okay.
So it's StreamYard. Okay. Because I know Wiley was really poor Wiley.
Well, and that's
he was
sometimes
so confused.
Yeah, that's
He's
sometimes
just like no name's working.
That's sometimes the disconnect between being StreamYard and YouTube. Just like when you guys throw our emojis up there, like see those emojis came up because they're general everything emojis, but like our channel emojis don't. But then YouTube, if we stream from YouTube, we can't put the comments up. So wasn't it about a year ago they did push for people to make what they wanted their handle to be? Yeah.
But all also right, so, like about a year and a half ago.
Did you say hi to Jess? I said hi to Jess.
I did. And see, Jess, over at Old Way On, Ryan and Jess, we have purchased their freeze dryer. It's paid for. We need to get it here, guys, so that I can use it. But there's so much work to be done to make a space for it. And that is slated for tomorrow. We were hoping to have it happen over this weekend. But
seeing if your test works, Patrick.
If you guys watched Mike and Terry's live this last week, he kind of went into some explanation of why he stayed an extra day. Now, plug your ears if you don't want to hear. We butchered the goats.
Well, they already knew that.
I know that, but maybe some didn't. So, but in order to make room for the goats in the freezer, I had to process all the tomatoes. I know we talked about this, but I'm talking about it again because there are some people that might not have been in our Thursday live.
Kathy says you're Thursday.
I barely had a voice, but okay. So we looked at 2 days processing 3 freezer fulls of tomatoes. And then we looked at 3 days. Well, we're about 3 days. Did it take us to do the goats? 3 or 4?
Well, I mean, yeah, we took the day that we dispatched them, put them on the ice, and they sat for 1 or 2 days.
Love that commercial ice maker, y'all.
And then
holy cow,
we had 2 separate days that we processed because we did the first 2 and then left the others. No,
3.
we did the first 2.
And then the next day we ground them.
And then the next day we ground it, and then
the next day
cut
we
up.
process.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 3 full days. So between taking care of harvest, which we had to take care of because why? We were gone. And I'm not complaining about being gone, guys. It was our choice. I'm not complaining about that.
We know. We know you're not complaining. Are you complaining?
A little bit.
You might be complaining. We're going to have to change your word from bagels to complaining.
Whatever. So, working so hard to process all the tomatoes, process the goats. I missed Saturday's video, Tuesday's video, Saturday's video. So, and then of course I feel the stress
They're still with
of
us. They're
not
just in the
having
freezer.
the video out, right? For the most part, he films. He'll give the camera to me. Here you go. I handle all the back end stuff that y'all don't see. And so for me to be able to honor collaborations, edit the videos, do all those things, I was feeling extremely overwhelmed. There again, I'm not complaining because we signed up for this, right? I get it. But what we have found is that my stress to get the videos out and the content push, because YouTube has this way of like forming you into, putting you in a bubble, right? Putting you into a niche where the only thing that they're going to push out are the things that they decide people want to watch, which is building. I said it. It's out there. It's whatever. We don't have time to consistently build nonstop every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We don't have the money to do that.
Right, Patrick?
So when real life happens, we don't film it. We could have been filming a lot of content between processing all the harvest.
Mama V.
Hi, Mama V. We could have been filming the processing of the goats. We could have been filming making it all into burger. We had 5 days of work behind the scenes of keeping an actual real life homestead running. And we didn't film because YouTube says that's not what we want in your algorithm. There, I said it.
Okay.
So here we are, 3 videos down, and I'm stressing. So much so that I felt guilty actually taking a day, 1 day in 6 to 8 months, 1 day to sit with my husband and veg out on Netflix.
Yes, Lauren. Do send us that email forward so we can send something out. We'd actually like to do it. We've got a good meat grinder, not commercial size.
No, but I like my meat grinder. Actually, I'd be more interested in the meat slicer. My slicer is a crappy thrift store one, and I've had loads of offers. My problem is I'm already behind in collaborations, y'all. when we get to actually filming again and working on the YouTube studio, I'm going to tell you I'm sorry right now because I'm legitly like 4 collaborations behind. I don't like being behind because I like to honor my word. And the fact that so much stuff has gone wrong, I feel bad that we're not getting out the collaborations in a timely fashion. Which brings us around to the tiny house. Catch up before I go there. What?
I'm just making sure. So yeah, Nomadic I did see that, and you might. I mean, like obviously we can see the tow truck, but sometimes different screens they don't see it. You might want to change your name just so that people don't get immediately. But I mean, I think it's kind of a cool title, but being a tow truck guy. But yeah, don't worry about your subs. Just worry, And right, that's something that we've been talking about was.
And we'll come full
Those of
circle
you that
on
are in
that.
here, clearly there's 148 of you right now that have come in on a random Sunday night when we decided to throw a live on. And we know that you guys, it doesn't matter what or when. Like I said, we got ourselves overpsyched a little bit into falling into the trap of the YouTube algorithm. And that's what I call it, because for us, it was a trap. Now a lot of our friends and a lot of people that we know on YouTube, and there's a lot of channels out there that they need it for their income, right? That's how they live. And that's awesome. And if we needed it, then okay, it would be a totally different story. We would force ourselves and do the stressful of recording everything and trying to meet deadlines and doing all this stuff. And ultimately, guys, the easiest part of the whole night, not that I want all of y'all to click off right now, because Lord knows what else will come out of our mouth, but the simplest thing is we're not chasing the algorithm anymore.
No.
Videos are going to come out when they come out. We can't stress about it anymore because it's ruining not everybody.
The journey.
Yeah, it's taken away the fun that we expected to have doing a lot of the journey, and it's putting an unneeded stressor.
Mainly
and because
on me.
we have a lot of projects that still need to be finished around here, and of course now we're getting into the rainy, wet season for winter time, and you can't work outside.
And that's a whole other thing. I'm literally at my stove today, and I'm getting dripped on. What? It's a brand new. Oh, y'all, there's so much more. Because I love a tiny house, but it's got to go.
I'm trying, Paul. I'm
it's
trying.
got to go. All right, catch up.
YouTube says every video completely independent. Okay, Bill. I'm glad you're there's Patricia. How you doing? What did I miss? Hope you guys are staying dry. Don't worry about the videos. You're the best.
Actually, you might have missed a lie. You might want to go back.
Yeah, you could go. Yeah.
Because I'm like, bleh.
Well, but there was a lot that. So honestly, up until this point, a lot of what we've said is stuff that we've said in the last couple lives. So they're sending me an amazing slicer as well. Crazy production, nice.
Yeah.
Did she just slur? Yeah, words are hard. Hamburger meat is way too expensive, so we're gonna try to get as many deer as we can. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of when no one took us up on the offer to take the goats.
Yes, Gabby.
That's when I'm like, I'm just gonna grind it all. Like, I'm not even interested in making roasts or patties or no, it's all going into ground. And so we were able, and what I found out about our goats, they quit growing it a year and then they just put on fat. Holy fatness. Because out of all 4 goats, we only, now mind you, they're Nigerian dwarfs, so they are small goats. We ended up with 65 pounds of ground meat.
Yeah.
But that's 65 pounds
of ground burger that we're not buying from a store.
Yeah.
Yes, Gabby's saying TikTok. And we've seen a lot of channels that are moving over to other platforms, that kind of stuff. I think we started one. We did an axe. I don't know. We started some other stuff. That's not in our realm. Like the whole point for us with the YouTube was literally a documentary for Gabby to go back and see.
Well,
right? And
for Punky.
Whoa.
And Jameson.
Yeah.
And, Coulter and Thea and Asher and like
I know,
the
crazy. ain't it, though?
grandbabies, you know, and Jackson, and that's why we started the YouTube channel.
Thank
and
you, Leah.
We're old school, right? Call us Gen Xers, call us whatever
Gary.
you want. We actually went through tonight, and that was part of why we decided to go live. We went through tonight and we looked at our subscriptions.
It is,
which
Bob,
are
your calendar's
all
off.
the people that we're subscribed to, right? And we went and we scrolled and we scrolled and we scrolled. Humongous channels, guys, aren't getting the views either. It's not just us.
Guilty.
Long format is being replaced with ad revenue, with YouTube pushing them out, with all that stuff in place of reels, shorts, and TikToks. That's where it's going. And yes, I do put out a few TikToks, shorts, whatever, but that is not our story. That's not the legacy that Jason or I want to leave in a short. Will we do them? Yes, we will. No problem there. Yes, I know. I haven't even given 2 thoughts to my birthday, which is next week, by the way.
Gina and Stewart up in New York.
We need to go back to why we're doing this, and it's for our grandkids.
Bob and Donna are in here too, and we messed up Bob. He's like, wait a minute, did I drink too much? It's not Thursday.
No, we're just like having a weird brain night, and we wanted to come on tonight and talk about a lot of these things because we were driving ourselves nuts. Like, let's go to our peeps. We know you guys are going to show up, and we know you're going to be here for us.
Yes, Patrick, that summed it up perfect.
Yeah, very much. All right, get through some comments. All like, bloop. Actually, I got a pot.
Can you make sausage with goat meat? I think
Good
so.
question.
And actually, we're exit stage left. We're
I'll be back.
actually our next batch of rabbits that will be ready. Well, they've got to get born first. Well, we have 4 right now.
Oh, we have 3. Might take one.
Carry on. We have 4 babies right now. But then we have 3 does that are pregnant. And the plan with all of the kits that they have, once they're grown big enough, is we're gonna try rabbit sausage. I'm sure you can make, right? Sausage is really adding some pork fat and seasonings. It's more in the seasonings than anything, honestly. So I'd imagine you can make it out of anything. It's just you have to look, because I will say that when we were processing the goats, because this is the first time, and Big Mike was right. Like, he did stay, as Paul pointed out earlier, right? We kind of bribed him into staying. And then I figured it was the same as deer, hogs, cattle, just a different size. And it was all exactly the same. The one thing I was surprised with the goats, even though they had a lot of fat on them, it was an outer layer of fat. The meat itself was a lot like venison, where it was super lean. So you would have to, any kind of sausage or something like that, or if you want to make it as burger patties, you need to add extra fat into it. But for our everyday cooking, so that we don't have to drain a lot of the fat off, we left some in, but basically cut a lot of it off. Thank you, Gina. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're excited for Jenna, but getting some stuff. She's been itching. Tara talked a little bit about it earlier. She's been itching to get at least the bedroom done, with some electrical and the insulation and whatnot, so that she can get moved into that. Sean's back to working, so that's awesome. And then, of course, Rachel over there helping Pops with his new pad, so awesome. I see so many people missing the boat on video titles too. I won't name names, but I know for a fact, so when I'm watching bus conversion videos, I get suggested bus. Yeah. And there's a lot to the game of YouTube, of your thumbnail, the titles, the descriptions. And Now, is goat fat like bear fat and not good? We don't know yet. Looking at it, I'm gonna say no. It reminded me a lot more of like cattle fat. It wasn't really even like venison fat. Um, it was almost kind of a clear fat. So we're fixing to find out because we actually we froze it all up. And one of my things, even when I have deer, is I like to keep it in the freezer even after processing it or sitting on ice or whatever for like 2 weeks, um, just to make sure that if by chance any kind of like that animal is carrying any bacteria or nothing, being in the freezer for a couple weeks before you kill it or cook it will part of it pull some of the gaminess flavor out, but that's really in how much fat you leave, and how much you drain them, but then kills any other bacteria that could be in there. Well, tell Wilson hello from us, Mama V. Can't wait to hang out with him. Hopefully you enjoy some cold snacks. So these guys who titled video came better than I thought, or yeah, okay. Moves to make deer sausage. Oh yeah. Gabby calling us old farts again. Well, not all of us can stay young. Chili stuffed green projects, meatballs, so many things you can make with ground meat. Oh yeah, and we actually that was kind of why we went with doing most of it ground. Was a vast majority of our meals involved ground meat, vice, like we do hamburgers on the grill. So but that's still it's ground hamburger, right? So you can make up some hamburger patties, but we have our certain cut. We only eat ribeye steaks, and normally we'll go up and we'll buy like a whole ribeye roast, and then she cuts them into the individual steaks. So we even made hog head cheese. Gross, but it tastes good. I've heard a lot of people. So that's one of those things that like anybody that I've heard that's ate it said that they loved it. It was good. My brain won't let me try that. Like I mean, even
and
like
we are going to be adding hogs.
Yeah,
we are.
Said say our outdoor kitchen is turning out great, or didn't expect the dump truck to fail. Oh yeah, he's talking about titles.
David's.
Well, no, he was talking about like video titles and stuff of what makes a video go. But
yeah, and I just
we're not even gonna focus a lot on that much. I mean, we're still gonna it's still gonna be the same quality videos that you guys have always seen from coming from us. It's just they might be spaced out a little bit more. Maybe once a week. It really depends on what projects we can get done. That's really the only that's the only big change. And I know Gary was talking about it from Belt Loop earlier. Our lives are going to stay the same. We're still going to do a live night. We might even kind of like this, guys. We might pop in and do a more random live in the middle of the week, just because they're fun. They're fun to get on and interact with you guys, see your comments live.
You guys are the only reason we're continuing to do this.
Yeah.
Short of our grandkids, like take them out of the equation. The friendships that we've made on YouTube, y'all are the reason why we don't just like. Because what did you tell me earlier, babe? When we were sitting out here before we decided to go live.
Oh, Mama V just crayon a bagel with Wilson.
You said,
the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
The juice ain't worth the squeeze, and it's been really nice.
Oh,
not to worry.
And so that's been the other part of it, and that's what we've been. Yeah, well, and some channels like, Bill, I know you watch like Johnny. Look at his, those Trans Am videos blew up great for him, like in certain genres, certain types of things. But let's be honest, that's something that every Homestead channel has complained about at some point throughout their YouTube career. Was even though we're homesteaders, right? We do everything. We grow animals, we build our own stuff, we process the animals, we grow the food, we process the food. We're doing a whole lot of things. That's the whole point of why we chose to live this lifestyle.
The algorithm doesn't want to see all that.
But they just want build videos. And so, or if you're a big gardener and all you do is gardening, then that's all they're going to promote for you. If you go outside of that, so, and I don't want to get into all the analytic stuff with it, but I mean, I know Bill being in there works on it, but
we had no idea what we were getting in for.
Yeah. So going back to that comment that you came in with was, yes, we did our vacation up north, right, where we bought the new Nugget and we did the work on that, but then we really didn't have a lot of footage. We missed a couple of videos because we just enjoyed the time. And honestly, it was nice not picking up a camera and shoving it in everybody's face, trying to come up with something to make it a good video that it was entertaining. It was nice to just be in the moment. And a lot of this stuff that we recorded never even made it to a video because it wasn't recorded for video purposes, not in public viewing. Anyways,
it was recorded for us. It goes in my family file.
Yeah, and we did a lot of that. We did a lot of videoing of stuff that stays in the family file. That, you know, when we're gone, the kids and grandkids can pull that stuff up and watch all of those individually later on. And then, so we came back from that, and then of course we had back-to-back trips, right? We went on the cruise. We did the cruise, and we filmed. We even said it in it, right? We filmed more than we thought we were going to during the cruise, but it was so nice not filming, not worrying about, because she is right. It's totally different for her because she is the stressor of the couple. Like, she's the one that's like, and I'm the whatever, it'll work out, we're fine.
Yeah,
like,
because
we're not,
he works it out.
But right. But the thing was, I didn't want us to get to a point that it stressed either one of us out to do it. And for all the right reasons and in the right moment, we did let that happen. But it's been nice. Not now, granted, when we're not filming typically means we're not doing much. But like she said, we processed all the tomatoes out, got those done. We got the goats taken care of, and those are, you know, but that was all stuff that we were like, hey, if we film this, now we've looked at it and we were kind of talking today and yesterday, it was like, we should have filmed it. We not necessarily even put a video out on YouTube, even though it would have been a good video. But for the whole concept, right? It's that reminder to ourselves of why are you doing this? And I think a lot of people need to hear that sometimes. When you start getting stressed out in situations, you need to take a breath, right? Pause, and then go, okay, why am I really doing this? Like, and remember, remember your original focus and reason why you even started it. And a lot of that triggered today. We started to watch this series on Netflix, and it was about Marine Corps boot camp. And yes, Dawn's birthday is next week too on Halloween, y'all. So make sure you get over there to our Flip at Farmstead and blow her up on Halloween. Well, why aren't you buying mine? They won't fit you anyways, Paul. So T-minus 2 weeks till the big day. It came up quick. Yes. Gabby, the big wedding day, guys, coming up in a couple weeks. So that's Gabby another. Yep. That's another trip that we're gonna have to take up north. Looking forward to the wedding. Really am. Of course, being able to see the kids and the grandbabies and stuff. But Gabby and Sam, I mean, Gabby's been excited, but also stressed because she's been pregnant during this whole planning process. And they kind of had one plan, and then that changed. And so to finally get closer, of course, I know they both have them nerves. You know, they're super young, but just excited. You know, I consider Sam a son already, but this makes it official. So definitely excited for that, and to keep watching them grow. Like, that's probably the best proud parent moment you can ever have, right? Is watch your kids grow, be successful, like get married, have kids, and
do what they want to do.
Yeah, and do it their way.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of it, and it's funny. Like with Gabby, she's always been adamant it's gonna be her way or the highway, and she doesn't care who's in her way. She'll push them out. She's gonna do it. And it's, you know, it's working out. There's gonna be uncomfortable times, and we tell them that all the time, right? But that's part of life. And you're gonna fail at things. And I've told every one of our kids, all 7 of them, I'm like, I want you to fail. I want you to do something and fail, because that's how we learn. That's how we don't make the same mistake, is because you failed at it, and hopefully you learned a lesson, and you go back and you don't try to do it the same way again.
So we're going to be heading up north.
Well, Bob and them got some deer hindquarter last night.
Nice. For Gabby and Sam's wedding. And then that is a turn and burn,
Kathy?
y'all. We are leaving out, like, I want to say like the 6th And then it's a turn and burn. We're back the following Sunday. And then we are already committed to the next family cruise in January. That's already taken care of, already paid for.
I got it covered. It.
Short of that, and I'll get back because I want to circle back to why we decided to go live tonight. So in January, we have that final cruise that we were already committed to, right? We will not be traveling this next year in the way that we did the last two. I'm going to say that. One, it adds a lot of, so like a lot of part of me is like, yes, we chose to move away, but why does the full burden of visiting fall on us? Yes, we chose to move away, but Jason and I both have gone into this the last 3 years with the expectation that it was our decision to move away. Therefore, it's our responsibility to continue to go back. Well, no, I'm sorry. It ain't happening. And the last 2 years has been a testament to that. We're not enjoying the journey because we're always on the road. We're not following our dreams. Yes, White Rock Homestead, the Ridge is our dream. How can we establish that? How can we grow with that if we continue to bear the burden of the responsibility of always going back? We moved away for a reason, and those reasons were valid. And
hey, Donna,
here we are 3 years into our Ridge project, and we're so far behind. So far behind. So there needs to be a shift in our thinking that, yes, it was our choice to move away. But I'm sorry, it is not our responsibility to always make the visits. Just saying. Which kind of brings us back around because like we're like 2 minutes before we're an hour. Y'all know we switched over the coffee chat with the chickens to the hillbilly loopers. And I'm going to explain a little bit as to why we did that so swiftly. But I digress. I have to go back and explain why I started coffee chat with the chickens to begin with. The coffee chat with the chickens channel was actually my outlet. I had lost my best friend. He was killed in the line of duty, and I needed a place to talk about it. That is what spurred coffee chat with the chickens. And then I kept that as a safe place. That was my place to just talk about whatever I wanted to talk about. I could complain, I could bitch. Sorry, I know it's late, but whatever. I'm going to cuss. That was my place. That was my safe place. And then we got to a point where if I came on and I did a coffee chat that I needed a vent or get something off my chest, the comments were brutal, y'all. They were brutal. And I had to ask myself, that is what? I didn't start that channel to be completely mutilated in the comments. Like I needed a safe place to talk. And a lot of times Jason and I would get on there and we would just talk about whatever we're doing. And the last time that I opened my heart and I talked about my feelings and I talked about my frustrations and I talked about how things were really going, I got mutilated in the comments. So much so that I said, I'm done. I am done. I don't want I'm just done. And we were already kind of talking about turning it over into the Hillbilly Loopers channel, right? To where I'm like, I ain't putting out another coffee chat. I'm done. So we went ahead and we shifted it over to the Hillbilly Loopers preemptively, right? Guys, the progress we're making on the homestead, it initially when we did the changeover, it was going to be like a year and a half. What am I going to put on that channel to keep it valid in a year and a half? Well, I talked about
You always
doing
got a
the
spot,
freeze dried
Jonesy.
stuff.
Always got a spot.
I talked about doing the freeze dried stuff.
There's Ryan.
Well, hi, Ryan. You know, if I do just the freeze dried stuff, then it becomes a freeze dried channel. So I recognize and I admit that I probably moved.
Patrick bageled you for swearing.
Oh, I probably moved a little too quickly out of my emotions of being attacked for sharing my struggles on the coffee chat. Because, y'all, I got beat up in the comments. And I said, I'm done. I'm just done. And so we made the switch to the Hillbilly Loopers.
Have a good week, Gary. Appreciate you being in here, brother.
I guess that's an example of don't make rash decisions when you're full of emotion.
It wasn't rash, though. It was one of those that we've plotted and planned, and we had a lot of things that were in line that were going to work for us to do that a little faster in the progression of things. And the reality is we've got a lot more to do here at the homestead before we can even really look at doing the loop, because we have to have things 100% buttoned up here. And initially when we did that change on the looper channel, we're like, hey, yeah, these are lining up perfect, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And but then you get a couple wrenches thrown in, and we weren't totally prepared for that, and we're like, okay, fine, hey, we're just
exactly
gonna have to
drops.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of back up a little bit, right? Take that deep breath, take that step back, take a deep breath, and go, okay, let's reassess the situation. Let's get the things done that we already have the stuff here to do, right? Get it out of the way, because that domino effect that we keep talking about is, 7 things got to move at once to be able to make one project work. And unfortunately, a lot of it can't be done on rainy days, because you need to be able to put stuff outside and whatnot. And, it's all excuses, right, guys? There's always a way to do it. I mean, poor Bill's up there in Alaska doing it with like umpteen feet of snow. So, why do we complain a little bit about some rain? But it's the uncomfortableness sometimes that you're just like, hey, absolutely right.
And unfortunately, from Bushcraft family, I don't have a thick skin.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm a nurse. You can hit me, spit on me, grope me, all this stuff while I'm being a nurse. Yeah. But I still feel it, right? I've never, ever had a thick skin. I don't feel that it's a fair assumption to tell YouTubers, well, you put your life out there, you need to expect it. You need to have a thick skin. That's not fair.
But it's reality.
Yes and no. Like,
well, it's not a yes. That's the reality of it. If you're gonna put if you're putting yourself out in any kind of public figure aspect at all, you have to know, because if you go into it thinking you're not getting any negative criticism,
no,
then you need a jacket that makes you hug yourself.
Criticism is one thing. Like, tell me my edits are bad. Tell me my thought processes could be improved. But to just attack me for sharing my feelings, I'm sorry, I will never subscribe. I will never subscribe to the fact that that's okay. I'm sorry, I'm human. And I want to believe that there are other humans out there that say that's not okay to do. Just because I'm sharing our life on YouTube and I'm sharing the struggles that I'm going with that particular day is not a pass, right? And I know we've talked about it, so I'm going to end that. Long story short, I think we're going to turn the Looper channel back to Coffee Chat uh, for the time being, because honestly, what am I going to put on the Looper channel?
No.
I really don't know. But that's kind of a twofold thing. So on the Coffee Chat and on our main channel, y'all are gonna get whatever we're doing. You're just gonna get whatever we're doing.
Right.
Uh,
They've all agreed. I've watched all the comments going by.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in here says that that's
Yeah.
the way to do it. And that was kind of why we came on tonight, guys. Was one, I needed her to see those comments coming in, because me telling her, well, for those of you married, you might as well talk to the door now, because their feelings matter and your opinion of their feelings doesn't. And so it's one of those to get an outside source saying, hey, yes, this is fine to do it this way. And I guess just a reaffirmation to us, because honestly, like I said, it's been nice to be able to take some downtime, to be less stressed
yeah.
about
Yes.
right
So
about everything
much
that's
so.
going on. And we'll record as we're working on stuff, but it's gonna go back to the homestead, what we wanted it to be originally.
Yeah.
The algorithm is out the window for us. We do not care.
I'm
So you
done
guys are probably
caring.
going to enjoy
I'm
it a
done
whole lot
caring.
more, because we'll try to put more cooking stuff in there. When she's
Yep.
making some of her special meals and whatnot. The canning, prepping. I mean, I don't know how much more canning and prepping we have. Like, there's some stuff in the garden yet, but it's getting to that
I
time
got
that
a
it's
lot. Plus, with the addition of the freeze dryer.
right.
So like
So it's going to be stuff like that, all the
Yeah.
preserving, the prepping,
things
right?
that are actually homesteading.
Yeah.
Not just building. Like we're gonna build stuff, yeah, but no, there's so much more to our lives. And the whole reason we started this channel was to share our lives for our grandchildren. And for that matter, our great grandchildren and their children. Because 100 years from now, I want my legacy to be, hey, I hear or I see and I know these people because I'm shown these people, not because I'm told stories about them.
You see that from Jonesy?
Oh.
So Ida, so the trick is to block the Karens, the attackers get blocked. So here's my thought on this process, right? And I know there's a lot that out there that they're like, yep, if it's any kind of negative comment, we're going to delete it. I'm not that guy.
Mm-mm.
Like, I've got rock hard skin. You can't hurt my feelings. I don't have them.
I don't. I'm soft.
I don't. Calm down. I got this. But so the thing is, I also as a retired Marine, right? I defended the right for everybody to have their freedom of speech. So they're going to have their opinion. Do I realize that probably the worst Karens out there is some lonely dude and his wife beater covered in Cheeto sauce in his mom's basement? Probably, right? But hey, if that's the only interaction that guy gets is because he can keyboard Karen, let him go. Like, hey, send it to me, dude. You can't hurt my feelings because you're still in your mom's basement. Like, your life is worse than mine if you have to attack me for living the way that I live. Like, I feel sorry for you for that. Like, I wish your life was better, that you didn't have to bash everybody else for living their life. Now, if it does get very assaultive or it's very vulgar or something, yes, I'll pull a comment, be like, no, totally unrelated. But I'm going to put it on there because, one, I watch you guys comment, and we don't really get them a ton. There isn't. But when they come out, the entertainment of you guys blasting them people, like, they normally remove it themselves.
I do love
Yeah.
when our subscribers like a lot of times, like I'll go to check the comments, and
Ancient
y'all have
ways? No.
taken care of it for
Yeah.
me. Like I don't even have to say a word. Y'all
Yeah.
just like take care of it for me, and I love you and appreciate you for that. Um,
Right. Do
but
you, be
it's
you,
rough.
stay
Yeah.
you. And I
And
think that
that's yeah, I think that's the core of
yeah,
it.
that's the reminder
Yeah.
that and
Thank you, Ida.
um that that I've been trying to push back to it because I love my wife and we wouldn't
I hope
be
so.
well we wouldn't be where we're at today if it wasn't for her and some of like just her being her, right? Because I am definitely willy-nilly. I would literally probably be living in a van down by a river somewhere because I had nothing. Hey, just wiling out, doing whatever, with no rhyme or reason in life. So and I've said it, and I'll say it again tonight. Like she's been a blessing to my life to make it better, to give me another focus.
I love you.
Oh, whatever. Let me talk. Quit. Um, and so and I constantly tell her, I'm like, fine, then just don't put a video out. But she's such a stickler to that schedule, to that, hey, well, we're not, we got to be in that algorithm. Like, we need to make that money. It's got to pull it in to justify my time sitting behind the computer. I'm like, no, we don't. Like, if we didn't put another YouTube video out, all of our bills are still paid. Like, and that's my mindset on it. Like, I get we have equipment that but beyond all of that, the end of the day was like, we want those home videos for our grandkids. We want that legacy to be out there. That's the focus. Not, ooh, did I become a billionaire because I'm some big.
Well, I mean,
and
not
and
only
so you
that, but
guys
like,
coming on tonight and reiterating this exactly right here, Lauren, that needs to be on a damn shirt.
yeah.
Do you, be you, stay you, and it needs to be really big on the front and the
And
back.
that's I know that I
Yeah,
needed
exactly,
this
Bill.
break. I know I needed this break because 4 nights this week I have not slept. Um, I've been plagued with bad dreams. I'm up at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and I'm still trying to function a full day with 2 to 3 hours sleep. Um, which kind of brings us to
Love it,
today
Paul.
and why we decided to do this live. Uh, because I recognize I cannot keep going. Like, I need to sleep. But because of the stress of all of this, I'm I'm not sleeping. And I'm having horrible dreams. And it's just too much.
Hey, I haven't seen them in a hot minute. Homesteading Outlaws.
Hi.
Good to see you guys. Do what you need to do. Get back to enjoy the journey.
Mhm.
Life is short, and we only yes.
That's what we're gonna focus on.
And I wasn't talking about yours, Patrick, but you put it out there for everybody. I liked yours. It's kind of cousin. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't block anyone unless they attack my viewers. I could care less being attacked. Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't attack our viewers at all. I will be like stepping up into them DMs like,
Yep, Cynthia Myers, yeah, and yeah, the negative comments and all that stuff. It's still a comment, right? They watched the video, and
yeah.
still, so I mean, they did what we needed to do in the end.
But like, I care so much about people that I just want to have them happy, and when they attack me and they attack our video or like, I'm like, what? What? I literally don't understand.
It's not getting that bad, guys.
Because my life has been bad a lot in my 52 years, almost 53 years. And I've still never been that ornery. I've never been that mean. Like, I've gone through a lot of stuff. I don't get it. I just literally don't get it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
some of these Bill's like, hey, watch out, just watch out for the chainsaw because it's Jason, right? You know, I'm like, I don't know. The
Yeah.
other night she woke up and we got up in the morning. I'm like, I'm glad we don't have any knives next to the bed. Well, I might
The
have.
dream was,
Yeah.
whoa. You know,
Yes,
like
Muriel, exactly. When
some
you're
of the
happy, the
dream,
camera picks that up, and I think it attracts. It does, and
it does. And when I'm not, y'all can see it. I have no poker face, y'all.
that's
You,
Helen, Shiloh,
anyone
yeah.
even remotely skilled in face reading or body language or vocal analysis,
Hey, Kim.
you're gonna know me because I have no
Yeah.
poker face. I can't do it. I am who I am, and
Okay,
it's
you have to
out
read
there.
that. Paul says you have to
Make
read it.
sure
Starting here.
Tara. Oh, do you be you, stay you, and just ignore the haters. I know. Thank you, Paul. I love you for that.
Oh,
And I
there's Aunt
know.
Sherry and Uncle Bob.
Ha ha.
We're
I'm
on the
sure.
ship and ate prime rib for
Yes.
dinner. Supposed to do a beach day tomorrow, but we'll see
Yeah,
where
because
we're.
she went with her friend.
Yeah.
I love
Ooh,
it.
the boat is rocking. The
The
boat's
boat
rocking.
is
They
rocking.
got them storms coming in there. Well,
Mhm.
y'all be safe and enjoy that, Aunt Sherry. I
I
know we
miss
loved
you,
the
Aunt Sherry.
cruise. That was fun. Look
Yeah.
forward to the one in January.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there's Kim out there. Loose crew Terry, you're beautiful. Have a beautiful heart. Those people are miserable. The enemy is using them
Thank
against you.
you.
Yep.
You're right. And I
So
know these things, but
that is a
gosh.
thing.
Yeah.
Charlie, yeah, that's the other part of getting the rest of
Oh,
the studio done
Charlie.
because he's really close to being a studio cat without it being done.
He
I don't
woke
know.
me up and he had whiskers literally at my nostrils. I'm like, dude, personal space.
Uncle Bob back home working. Oh, that's
Actually,
right.
Zach was going to see if Uncle Bob could help him. They bought new furniture, but he figured it out before I could call him.
All right, brother, get some sleep. We love you, and we
We
can't
love you too.
wait to see you guys this week. Oh yeah, she's gonna have some fun. Okay, I have to go 4:30. All right, Bill. Yeah, we've
Did
been
you
what
get
hour?
your cabin sold? That's what I want to know. You may have put a video out, because we've been so crazy busy.
Speaking of crazy busy fella, there's our Tony. He lives in a cabin in the woods
Y'all,
with an awesome wife
I gotta
named
tell
Angie.
you, Tony and Angie are some of my most favorite people that I've met through YouTube.
Patrick,
I love them. I miss
we
them.
need to
I
talk.
want to be with them.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not taking anything away from that. Yes, need some Tony and Angie time for sure.
We do.
Patrick possibly went to look for a kitten yesterday.
I've got a kitten for you, Callie.
Yes.
Callie is so Jenna is not wanting to take.
To get out.
Yeah, right. Callie is not, or Jenna is not wanting to take Callie into her new home. Callie is needy, but she's an amazing cat.
Well, she's super lazy.
She is. She's Garfield.
But she's not. Well, so when her and Charlie were together, when we were in the camper, super active. They ran around like she stayed, but then when she wouldn't use the robotic litter box, and we ended up having to put her back in the camper because Jenna was living up there, so she got daily, attention and human interaction. But yeah, she just lays and sleeps all day long, so she's way fat.
Well, she started not wanting to use the litter box and all those things. So we are looking to rehome Callie. She needs to be with no other pet. Well, she does fine with dogs, but
little man's messing with Gabby as soon as she lays him down.
Oh yeah, I remember those days. Oh, I didn't know
Little
that.
man.
I didn't know that.
I know. That's why I preemptively.
Did not know that.
So
Heck, I don't know anything.
Helen, however, just lost a family member last weekend. Worried about that side, and I'm unfortunately dealing with my mom, Rob's side as well. So, well, Helen, hopefully.
And that's rough.
we'll send some prayers up your way and get that.
And that's a whole
Look,
like.
Bill says, watch his latest video. You'll find out.
Okay. And that's kind of the thing of why we wanted to go live tonight is for go back up to that comment about all the things that she's going through. We recognize everyone goes through all of these things. We do too. And we want to recognize and be there for our friends. And when we are spread so thin, it's hard to be there for our friends.
Yeah.
You.
I mean, even like Ryan and Jess, they were in here tonight, and it's like
they
live closer to us than anybody else. Yeah, they live closer than anybody else, and I think we see them the least.
Yeah.
So Helen wants to know, what is the drive from Michigan to here? What, like 12 hours?
12 hours.
Pretty much. I mean, they might have a little bit more coming from where they're at, but roughly 12 hours.
We'll bring you Cali. We're coming up November.
Well, yeah.
In November.
Let me see. Let's see. I can't have a cat that doesn't use the litter box. The last cat did that when she got sick and didn't like the.
She'll use the litter box. She doesn't like the litter robot.
Yeah. So
we have a robot litter box.
If you have a regular litter box that you have to manually scoop out, she's totally fine with that.
She's fine.
It's just when it's the robot one that spins and dumps self-cleaning.
She is scared of her own shadow.
If I didn't have to pay for animals, I'd love to take her, but Sam would kill me. Sam would get over it.
And if you guys remember Kelly, like, she's our scorpion tail cat. Like, she's got her tail lays flat. It's like, she's a sweetheart.
Thank you.
She is a sweetheart. But she is scared of her own shadow. And the best I can tell is that when we got the litter robot, she was using it fine at first.
Ooh, that comment's for you, Gabby.
I think she jumped into the litter robot when it was doing its thing, and it scared her.
Oh, Patrick's got the robot one as well.
And so therefore she just refused. I love the robot.
Well, I mean, she's not a huge fan of change, but like I said, it was the litter box. Because like she was fine with everything else being in the house and all that, but then I got up at the stairs or underneath the stairs the one day because we kept smelling. I was like, we shouldn't be. And she was not using it at all. And we put a regular one out. She started using it, and then luckily Jenna moved down, so I didn't have to maintain 2 litter boxes.
And the thing that we're facing right now is I want to know from y'all: is it wrong to take a cat who has always lived inside? Because that's the struggle Jenna, myself, and Jason are having. Do we turn her out to the loose? Is that a thing? Is that cruel? Is that wrong? We just don't know what to do with Callie.
Well, yeah, I couldn't put her outside. She's not an outdoor survival cat. Because they're, gosh, how old are her and Charlie now?
5.
Are they
5? 4. Thank you, Shadow
Yeah, a
Lakers.
year before we moved here,
love
so
you.
4.
Thank you. We would love to rehome Kelly.
Well, that might be a thing.
Yeah.
So if Patrick's using the robot and he's not wanting her, we could take her up. Just Helen's gonna have to drive over to us to get her.
Yeah. Oh, Lauren and Joel. Like, she's a great cat. She's so sweet and loving and cuddly. She just does not like a litter robot.
Lauren, come get the cat. Come. Does the cat have claws? Yes.
Yes. I do not believe in declawing.
Yeah.
I really don't. That removes joints, and like, I would never do that to one of my cats. Yeah. So
there you go,
is
Gabby.
clawed.
Hopefully you're reading all the comments. They're giving you all the mama tips.
Oh, nice.
If she wouldn't have spoiled him and just held him all the time.
I would, if I were there, I would hold him all the time.
I know. I had to fight to get to hold him.
Yeah.
With a knife. Come over.
Whatever.
Tossed that cat out 4 times. She finally got with a program. Yeah.
And that's like, we would love to have an outside cat because there are pack rats and mice. So we would
But-
love to have an outside cat.
Yeah, like Charlie and Callie would
Charlie
not
and
make outdoor
Callie would
cats. Not
Mm-mm.
here, anyways, because they
No.
already know we're like they can go inside.
Ugh.
You said remove joints, and I got this shit.
Yeah.
Oof. But yeah, so she's gonna need to be rehomed.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, it's too inconvenient for us right now, and Charlie's more than enough, and he's gonna become, because the idea originally was we were gonna make them shop cats, so they could at least be inside, they could run around,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be a hot minute before the shop's up.
Yeah. And we didn't even get to that part, y'all, because we have changed locations of where everything is going here
Oh.
on the homestead.
Tony's
We haven't
looking
even
at
gotten into that yet on this live.
getting rid of those got to be his breeders. It's 650 pounds. Sophie and Sig. I bet those are his two breeders.
Well, if
We're
you
not
wanna,
ready.
we're
Oh,
not
crap.
ready. We're not ready. It depends on when you want to butcher them.
But
They
they're
might be available like
But I think
February, March.
I think those the mom and dad breeder ones. They're older.
Well, it's still fine for ground sausage.
There's Bobby.
Just saying. Yeah. Oh, good night, Philip.
All right. Make a house outside and yeah, and Jenna had actually talked about doing that. She'd sent me a message today, and she's like, "What if I
Callie
just buy
does
this
go
like
outside.
insulated?" Well, she's out for a minute, and then she wants back in. But she's like, "What if I buy this in?" To me, if you've domesticated an animal enough, and especially where they're 4 years old now, they've never had to live outside. I'm not putting an animal I'm not doing it. Like, call me the big softy if you want, but I'm not doing it. Like, she needs to be a house cat. Now, if somebody takes her and they transition her to an outside cat outside of it, but to be around here, it wouldn't work because she knows the minute you open the door, she's going in. So,
Yeah.
and I would have to see it, and I'm not doing it. No.
So, before we finish up here, y'all, we're struggling with the decision of.
You have 8, Dawn. You don't need any more. I'm not doing that to Big D. Nope. I'm bro code. Nope. Dawn can't have her.
With the tiny house. We want to do the loop, but we also need a safe and secure home.
It's called spoiled, Gabby. Spoiled.
And even tonight, I'm at the stove and I'm getting dripped on from the rain because of a leak. I just don't know. Part of why we wanted to go live tonight too was to talk about our options.
Oh, we're finally an hour and a half in and gonna get
We are
into
finally there. I know. We have to build at least at minimum a garage large enough to get rid of our storage unit. But we also need to get rid of the stuff in the storage unit. If I got a whole kitchen, I know, in storage.
Oh, that would be a good
That's
thing.
a whole thing.
We could give Callie to Gabby as wedding gift.
Ha 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 ha. Don't tempt me with a good time, Gabby.
I might just. But no, they can't. They have to pay for extra pets.
We need to put up a garage, not the shop. That's going to be big. But could we put up something a little bit smaller to accommodate storage
Paul.
unit?
I love Paul. He's on it. He's like, didn't you just start talking about that over an hour ago?
Did we? I don't know. It's been a long live already.
Of course, Patrick.
And I go back and forth between we need a place to live while we're doing all this stuff. So Do we build a house? Do we not build a house? The tiny house, y'all. I go in to go to the bathroom. I'm surprised I'm not falling through the floor joists. The bathroom is bad. It's getting addressed this week. But also with this week,
Yeah, because we're not going to spill the beans, but we do have visitors coming
we do.
that want to help do some work.
Well, we can spill the beans. Laura and Ollie from Sold on RV Life, they are arriving here Wednesday and they want to work.
That is true, Bob.
Yeah.
An outside cat becomes fox or coyote dinner pretty quick.
Yeah, and I don't want that for cat. But
we've thought about that too. Was Charlie and Callie both coming to the studio?
Yeah.
I don't know. So build a shop, put stuff in the top for storage, and just fix the tiny house.
I don't.
Leave
I
the
think
toilet
that
seat up.
so the tiny house, y'all. When we scrambled together the tiny house, it wasn't the best processes. It wasn't the best construction. It was not the best.
Yeah, it was.
Really.
Well, it wasn't built for permanence because the original foundation, which granted, probably with some more modifications. But the thing is, when you're combining, and right now we have 5 roof lines that are all different angles, pitches, everything that meet different parts of the building. Like, it's inevitable you're gonna end up with a leak at some point. Like, even if it's 5 years down the road, right? And we're finding that they're happening sooner than we predicted. And the tiny house ultimately was
temporary.
Yeah, it was a temporary solution. It was never meant to be a permanent. Like, we were going to be in it for a little while. We did quite a bit of things, and that were like, hey, this is going to make it more permanent. But it was more just our comfort in the time.
My kitchen. I love my kitchen.
Yeah. So Whippet says, yeah, if it's been in storage for a long time, you're not using it, you won't miss it.
Right.
And there's a lot of things that's well, I won't even say. There's probably some things in storage that are that case, but one, they're in storage because we don't have a shop, and it's like it's garage stuff that would go into the shop, or there are probably some building materials that we may not need, for like we held on to them.
My whole kitchen.
Well, there's Angel.
My whole kitchen from our Michigan house.
Oh, geez.
It's still in storage, y'all. All the stuff in my kitchen here in the tiny house on the ridge is not anything of what was in my actual working kitchen up north. Right. That's all still in storage.
Angie's over there doing some Breaking Bad on herself, trying to mix chemicals to clean the shower.
Oh, geez.
If Tony wasn't so dirty, you wouldn't have to use so many chemicals. Love you, brother.
We're going to wrap this up, guys. We've been going now an hour and a half.
Finger guards. I know. You know what? I need to go to one of those meat butcher places.
He threatened to tell John.
They have the chainmail gloves. Maybe I need to start doing all of our.
No, we're butchering the goats, and I got crappy, shitty knives. Not sorry, y'all. We need to invest in better knives for butchering.
Butchered some backstrap. We're
butchering some things, and he's like, "I'm going to tell John," and I'm like, "Are you really going to tell John on me?" And sure, Uncle Bob's son, John, my butcher. I was like, "Really? Don't tell John on me." But yeah. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. The changes that are going through our brains, I guess. Wait and see. They're gonna roll out, so don't be surprised if you see the hillbilly loopers.
All right, Nomadic, appreciate you being in here, buddy.
To the coffee chat with the chickens for now.
Yeah,
because a lot of things need to occur before we can actually start putting loop content out.
Yeah,
and it was premature. It's my fault. I will take all the blame. Well, I was so butthurt over the shitty comments.
Yeah.
that I was like.
But
I'm done.
Yeah, but I will say before we get off here for tonight that thank you guys, right? Thanks for reiterating, at least from my perspective, right? And stuff that we've been talking, but it's been confirming from you guys to say it to her makes it a little gooder.
Like, I don't know. I just think of y'all as friends.
And
like, y'all give me the best advice.
And it's one of those also we want to get that stuff out there.
And we need to talk about it.
Yeah, don't overthink it. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe, warm. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Miss love y'all too, Angie, Tony. We need to.
I do.
We need to make a trip.
We need to like have a weekend just us four, like with Tony and Angie.
Right.
Like I need that. I would want that.
We just gotta pull the camper over and park it in your yard.
Well, we gotta have time.
Well, there's that. So, never took me as a tattletale. Well, there was one because when the first time we butchered anything with some deer, and she gave me so much crap.
No, he butchered the roast.
But so here was the deal.
Did.
This was the trick, guys. So I found that and we've talked about this before, was when we shot deer together, and of course I drug them out, gutted them, quartered them, all that, right? I gave her the quarters. Well, then with the goats, they were so small they fit. I had my 2 really big coolers. I could get 2 goats in each one.
Quartered.
And they were, and she's looking at it going, like, what am I supposed to do now?
John
and I'm like,
always quartered it.
Oh, wait a minute. The old professional all of a sudden doesn't know what she's over there doing or what do I do with my hands.
I did just fine. But I kind of butchered what well, it was all going to ground, so it's not that big of a deal. So I wasn't paying attention to my lines. And he leans over to me, he's like, I'm telling John.
Yeah, she murdered that thing. And then was gonna leave like half of it in there. She's like, no,
I was not gonna leave it in there. I needed to get the meat off the bones.
So
but he threatened me. I'm gonna tell John.
I finally, after that first one, because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let her go, and then once it's all like, and I watched the first one, I'm like,
how dare you?
Nope. I started grabbing it.
How dare you tell my brother John?
I quartered it out on the table and then started giving her the quarters to be able to clean off.
Who quartered him out?
We both did, but I was the one cutting all the rib meat and everything.
Oh, you cut the rib meat. I cut
the back straps out.
I did the hind and the forward.
Well, your forward needs some work. Just saying.
Ha!
We're gonna have to work on your quartering skills.
Come tell John. All right, we love you guys. Thank you. And this is not the end all. No resolutions have been solved in this live.
Oh. They got a spare room too, so.
That's true. We are no further in decision-making process than we were when we started this. But at least y'all are here with us, helping us to determine and make these decisions. So we appreciate you. We love you. We would not have gone live tonight if we didn't value all of y'all's opinions. Thank you.
Yep. I'll vacuum off my Cheeto dust. I love you, Patrick.
We love you, Patrick.
So yeah, thanks everybody for coming in, listening to our hour and a half of rambling. I don't know if we made any progress. I think we did. But it was good getting in here, and we love the lives. I love the lives because, you guys get to make a comment, we get to pull it up, we get to, address it as we can, and kind of give you some live feedback and stuff like that. So, took care of her 90 minutes to talk about the leak, and she's only said goodnight twice. So appreciate every one of you.
We love you.
And all right, we'll empty it with bagels and crayons.
I got nothing. Well, I didn't stock up. I have no wine. I can pretend.
All right. Bye now.
Peace out, y'all.
Go on now. Get on out here.
Go. Thank you.